Final thoughts, final
Would
thoughts.
you rebook and come back here?
Hey folks, welcome to Reed's Real Reviews. I am Kelly here today to talk to you about our stay at Secrets Playa Blanca. We stayed here in July 2024. This is the view of the lobby. This is probably the most iconic area that you see when you're researching this resort. However, you're really not in this space other than to check in upon arrival, or if you want to book an excursion. They have an office up in this area with Amstar representatives, so you can book your excursions. There is the preferred club check-in and the non-preferred check-in. Those are separate areas. The check-in process as a whole was pretty quick, smooth. You know, they greet you with your glass of champagne and they, walk you into that room and you fill out a few details, and then you're all checked in. You will get your room if you're later in the afternoon. If not, then you will, be allowed to use the resort amenities in the meantime until your room is ready. This was our room. We had a preferred club swim out room. We do a full room tour and video, so check that out if you want to see details on the room. This was the resort map that really was helpful to kind of get a lay of the land. So we're going to use that throughout this video to walk you through where everything is. The Oceana restaurant, which you just saw, was something we visited for lunch. It's a pretty casual place. This is the Asian themed restaurant, Himitsu. The hibachi tables do require reservations. They are open to book at midnight, so it's kind of a weird thing. You can book it at midnight the night before, but our butler took care of that for us. Now, the table seating was one of our favorite places there at Himitsu. We were able to get some special requests. We wanted some of the sushi they served at the hibachi table, and they accommodated us for that. You can see the rest of the food here. Super great food. We really enjoyed it. El Patio here, we did not get a chance to eat at. However, you are sat in this area sometimes for the breakfast buffet. There you can see they're doing the sales pitch for the vacation club. So at this resort, they will approach you about hearing a sales pitch for their vacation club. If you do that, they're going to offer all kinds of perks and benefits, but expect to be scooped up for several hours listening to that sales pitch. The coffee shop here was a great place to stop. Super friendly staff, nice air conditioning to get away from the heat. They did have Baileys and Kahlua, different liquors you could add to your coffee. So we had, a few coffees there. Definitely make sure you tip the staff. They're wonderful, friendly folks, and they work hard. Portofino is their Italian restaurant, sort of a more romantic vibe there. The salads and everything that you just saw there, that was one of my favorites that we had. They had this gentleman here going around with fresh grated cheese right off the block, so definitely a fun experience. The Market Cafe was your buffet, and everything on there was really good, surprisingly for a buffet. One of my favorites at these all-inclusive resorts are the omelet stations. You've got all the options. You can choose what to put in your omelet. They make it right there in front of you. Definitely recommend doing that. I always tip a couple bucks too to that omelet maker. They stand over that hot griddle all day. All right, this was the nightclub. Definitely a fun spot to stop for a drink after the show. The theater is right next door, so check it out.
All right, here we are in the Desires Lounge right after the theater show. It is directly next door. You can kind of see. I'll pan around here. Kind of a fun, cool spot to chill and grab a drink after you see whatever's going on in the theater.
Okay, I might have had a drink or two there. You could probably tell. But here we're going to dive into some of the pools and the fun bars that are around the resort. If you are enjoying this content, certainly hit that like and subscribe button. You will help out our channel immensely. This seaside grill here had a lot of cool ambiance of an evening. They had like a harpist or something playing one night. That was kind of nice to just sit back and hear the ocean and that music play. Oh, those empanadas were good. Definitely recommend trying those. The Rendezvous Bar is like the hub of this resort. You're gonna pass it on your way to almost anything. They had really fun bartenders here. They had these like little containers or jars of, they called them Japanese nuts. And the guy said they were Japanese nuts made in Mexico. They were so good that the friends that traveled with us ordered some off of Amazon to have them delivered to their house. So that was fun, something cool and different to try. The nighttime view of this bar was also very stunning. There was decent airflow through here, kind of got a little hot at times, but they made some good drinks that kind of counterbalance that. The Sugar Reef Bar is kind of the sports bar. They had some televisions with games playing. You had some different entertainment options, play some pool, ping pong, things like that. Barefoot Grill is where you kind of got your poolside food. So if you had the staff wandering around asking for drink orders or food orders, this is where they would get it from. They could order the pizza or different tacos and nachos and things like that they would bring to you poolside. Obviously, another thing that's included in an all-inclusive resort is the room service. And while this took some time, I was kind of happy with the room service options. The breakfast options, at least. At night, not so much. It was a pretty limited menu. There you see the Secrets box, which if you've not been to a Secrets or an Excellence resort, that's a cool little box that you can get your room service delivered to and then put your dirty dishes in when you're done so that they don't really have to enter the room. If you book Preferred Club, this is the Preferred Club lounge and bar area. The lounge was a nice little air-conditioned spot with some snacks. I can't say we really spent a whole lot of time in here, but maybe if you have a sporting event you're trying to watch, I have seen where they put that on the TV in the lounge for you. The Preferred Club bar was probably one of our favorites. We would stop in this area of an evening on our way to dinner, get some fun drinks. Everything is lit up very pretty at night. The Preferred Club staff were amazing. They handled our special drink request. Here you see this espresso martini.
Thank you.
They remembered our drink order one day. We had ordered some Mexican shots in the pool and they didn't have something for them. And then the next day they brought them to us without being asked. So that was really nice. Here's some of those nighttime views I was telling you about. Really just a stunning place. Sit and have a beverage. You can chat with friends, maybe meet some new friends. These bartenders were great. They were always right on the spot. Like, they would make you whatever you asked for. If you weren't sure, they would just suggest something. Here you can see this bubble drink that they asked because I had requested them to make it. I didn't see it on the menu, but they had the little bubble machine there, so they made me that shot. This area is the preferred club pool. You can see the showers there, so you can rinse off your feet if you're down by the sand and you're walking back up towards the resort. I really liked that they had this boardwalk that ran the length of the beach. They had a couple of these bars here with the fun swings if you really just needed to step away from the resort and enjoy that ocean view. Some of this was still in the works when we were here in July, so they were still building out some of these daybed areas. The Barracuda bar is for both preferred and non-preferred guests. Just to the side of the resort there was also a little massage hut. We were able to get some massages there because when we visited, the spa had not yet opened, but there was that option. I want to say we paid just under $100 for massages there on the beach. Okay, so there's 3 main pools here. The infinity pool is open to all guests. You can see absolutely stunning. I would say this pool was the more laid back, chill vibe. It is the pool with the swim up bar, which is where most people hung out. Here's where they have towels right there. Pro tip, if you have a swim out, grab some of those towels before you head back to the room because they do put them up at night. This pool here is what they call the social pool, and this is where the staff were doing entertainment throughout the day. Sometimes they would bring out dancers. Here you can see they're kind of hosting this basketball game for the guests that are in the pool. They had all kinds of fun stuff that they did throughout the day in the social pool. You can see those 3 canopy areas there that are lit up in different colors. That's where they seemed to have had some romantic dinners set up. We didn't do any of that, but that's what seemed to be going on there. This pool is the preferred club infinity pool. We hung out here a lot. It was, just great service that we received in this area, and there were a lot of fun people that we met and kind of made friends with and had some fun conversations and heard stories from people all over. Those fire pits that you see across there, they have those sprinkled throughout the whole resort. So it gives a really great ambiance to the nighttime, walks that you're taking. It was incredibly hot, so we definitely didn't hang out around those fire pits too much, but still just a fun vibe. The jungle pool is where you go if you just want to relax and chill. There's, just very low, relaxing music playing. There's these different canopies and beds. You have to reserve most of those. They're not kind of open. If you do hang out in one of them, someone typically comes across and says, hey, that's, reservation only. This is the Jungle Pool Bar, which was not yet open when we visited. Hopefully it's open now for any of your future visits. There I am, chilling in a hammock. We touched on the beach a little bit earlier. But I will say there are kind of two sides to the beach. There is, when you're facing the ocean, the side on the right is the preferred club beach area. They have like one of those bars set up there with the swings and everything. I don't think that it's really policed too much, if I'm being honest. Obviously, my stance is if you paid for the preferred club, then you should have that benefit, and if you didn't, then definitely not something you should partake in. We did see a wedding set up here during our stay. It was really pretty. Folks from the infinity pool were shouting and hooting and hollering and clapping for the newlyweds. So the theater and other entertainment areas like this, the tennis ball and the pickleball, all of that is to the back of the resort, so it's kind of out of the way. You might not really notice that it's there, but it is there. They are definitely, doing things back there. This is once again the social pool. We had a lady come around one day doing bracelet making. She had us make a wish and, blow our wish into the bracelet. It was just fun stuff. Asiato night, just kind of like a big barbecue on the beach, and then they brought out the fire dancers, which was a lot of fun. Every night they have entertainment going on in the theater. Definitely worth catching some of these shows. This magic show was one of the best shows that we have seen to the many all-inclusive resorts that we have been to. We were, certainly just scratching our heads at times, like, how did they do that? And then, of course, they have the acrobat show with all of these strong men that, do some really impressive stuff. You're like, oh my gosh, how did they do that? Please don't fall. Please don't get hurt. They do have the silent disco party here. It definitely wasn't as lively as we have seen at other resorts, but I'm sure that all just depends on the people that are there. If you bring a large friend group, the silent disco, if you've not done it before, it is a blast. They've got shopping. There was a jewelry shop there. This was like a little convenience store. They had a couple of these on site where you could, maybe grab some souvenirs, or let's say you forgot some sunscreen or after sun lotion that you might need. Maybe you're just craving your favorite beverage, like a energy drink or some chips. They've got those there. Of course, pricing is a little high, but you're paying for the convenience of it being right there on the resort. Me personally, I got a little too much sun one day and had to buy one of the swim shirts that was long sleeved to kind of keep me out of the sun. I think I paid like $100, but it was name brand. I think it was $70 or $80 on Amazon. My husband doesn't let me in this store.
Here we are, our last night at Secrets Playa Blanca, Costa Mujeres.
Yes.
Yeah. Overall, this has been an amazing trip. We have immensely enjoyed our time here. This resort just opened.
I think it was in February, March, something like that. February 12th.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
relatively new. And yeah, sure, there are some kinks. Love the room. The room is probably the best of any resort we've stayed at
Definitely.
to date.
Best looking resort, modern. Still got the homey feel though.
There are a few kinks they're still working out. I would say nightly turn down service. We've been here for 6 nights and we have received turn down service
Twice.
twice. Um,
We'll see.
So-
We'll see if it happens tonight.
we'll see. It might happen tonight. We have heard that turn down service starts at about 5:30, and
Fine.
here it is. It's almost 7, and we're fixing to go to dinner. So that's probably why we haven't received the turn down service consistently. But on the same token, we've had the same schedule at several other resorts we've been to, and we've never had an issue. We've always had turn down service.
We've got great drinks, great food. The pools are amazing.
Speaking of drinks, he had a drink that he found on the Preferred Club menu that he has tried to order at some of the other bars.
Havana Libre.
Yeah, they gave him a funny look and served him a rum and coke, basically.
Which is not the drink that I was wanting.
Yeah. Their service here, though, is good. We had a little bit of slow service at Oceana, the restaurant, but the rest of the service has been tip top. Like,
Pool service has been amazing. Drinks, food at the Preferred Club pool. That's been amazing. The grounds are beautiful. Like, we've really enjoyed ourselves.
yeah, and we are here. This is the end of July 2024. There are still some work in progress things going on, so the spa is not yet open. That and the gym.
Those are the two main things. And the Jungle swim up bar is not open yet either, but it looks complete. We went by there earlier today, and it looks complete, but I don't know why they haven't opened it yet. But it's very close. If it should be opening soon.
Yeah. We will go into an in-depth review of the room, some of the tips and tricks as far as the outlets and things that you might need for that. We had a hiccup one evening with our jets in the hot tub. I don't know, what do you call it? The hot tub?
Jacuzzi.
The jacuzzi tub in the bathroom. Where it wouldn't turn off. We had to call maintenance. But
Well, they've been pretty prompt on their service when
Yes.
we've called.
yes.
Our concierge has been really good.
Yep.
Overall, we've had an amazing trip. It's
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend it. Maybe give it a little bit until everything's open.
The vegetation is a little short, and so you don't
Yeah,
have
they're-
as much shade as maybe you might like. The
The-
heat here is intense.
They're currently replacing some of the palm trees that had died. We've noticed like they'll dig out the old stumps, and they're in the process of replacing those, so the vegetation will get a little more full. You can see in the video that from other videos that we've seen that it's growing, still not full growth.
For those of you that are spa junkies like we are, we really enjoy a good spa with the hydrotherapy, and unfortunately the spa is not complete. We did go down today, and just to the left of the resort, literally 30-second walk, there is a massage hut. We paid $100 a piece and got a 50-minute massage. And it was okay. It wasn't bad. Of course, it was not the resort spa experience that some of us have grown to love, where you have the hydrotherapy circuit and all of the relaxation. But it was nice being out there on the ocean, hearing the waves crash in.
With the occasional construction noise, there is a resort being
Yes.
constructed next door. Get the little jacket every once in a while.
Just blend that into the ocean waves.
The
coming
ocean
through.
waves, but for the most part, it was a really good massage.
It'll suffice until our next trip when we have the true spa experience. I think other than that, there's the even numbered rooms are the rooms that are on the side closest to the new resort being built. And so if you were to try to make a room request, I would highly recommend requesting an odd numbered room. We are in building 3, which is a preferred club building, but any of the odd numbered rooms will get you to the other side of the resort from the side that has construction going on, and the new resort being built
Yeah.
directly next door. Like you can see.
Building
it's
9
right
was
there.
still back by the spa, and there was some construction going on at the spa as well. We've got some video footage of that, but it's coming along. I think
Yeah.
they said September is when the gym and the spa should be up and going. That might be a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, a little bit of a stretch. It looked to be
Yeah,
kind of just
you
the
might be
bones,
pushing
the
back to
bare bones.
October or so.
Yeah,
Just by what we were able to see.
absolutely.
Um,
Room service here has been slow. There has been a couple situations where we've tried to order room service, and if you don't hit it just right in the morning, then you have to wait till the lunch service, and then of an evening you place your order. If it's a little too late, it's a little confusing on the app to try to understand like how you can get your food ordered to get it here. I would say an hour minimum is what you're going to wait
Yeah.
if you want room service.
we're traveling with some friends, and they were down by the pool and ordered then. But it was about an hour later when they made it back to the room, and they got the room service then.
Yep.
Um,
What else? What else have we had going on since we've been here? It's a silly little thing, but we have not had any of our little towel animals, which seems a little childish, but on the same token, it's something that'll
Just
bring a
something
smile
that
to your
to come-
face.
come back to the room, and there's something there. What is it tonight? Is it an elephant, or that was missing at this resort? We haven't got any of those blue animal, or not towel animals.
No.
But
Yeah. Turn down service. Did we talk about that?
Yeah.
We hit it only a couple nights. If
Yeah.
you want to do any sort of excursion, they do have an Amstar representative in the lobby, so you can hit that up. We had a trip to Isla Mujeres booked a couple days ago. We went over there. We did the snorkeling. Catamaran was all inclusive. They served you some lunch on board, any beverages. You got a couple hours over on the island, so you could enjoy that. That was a good trip. It's definitely something that you need to do at least once and go over and experience that. Some beautiful beaches over on that island. What else?
hibachi table, really good. The show was good. The food was good. The only thing is the reservations.
Yes.
Having to be up at midnight to make your reservations. We ran into a little bit of our butler in our building was able to make our reservations. Butlers in other rooms were not able. They were wanting you to buy a bottle of liquor or wine before they would make the reservation for you.
Final
So-
thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Would you rebook and come back here?
Yes, I would. So since the spa's not finished, that is one thing that we really do like when we go to resorts.
We
And
splurge there. It's an expense, but we really enjoy the spa and the hydrotherapy and just the whole vibe that you get when you book that experience.
so the spa on the model of this resort looks amazing. Like we saw it in the construction video. So it's not done yet. I'm going to guess it's going to be probably October. I know they're optimistic with September, but
No.
what I saw, I don't think so.
Well, they told, it literally said on the page that it would be done in July, and here we are at the end of July, and it's not done. It's nowhere near being done.
Yeah.
So we were unfortunately not able to experience that spa.
So based on that, yes, I think I would come back. The service has been amazing. Drinks been amazing. The food, the pool staff, all that has been really, really nice.
Yep. The best room we've stayed in, I would say. We, I've had a little hiccups. We've had to call maintenance and things like that. The shower was trying to like flood out into our bathroom, so there's still some
Yeah, I
hiccups.
think that's growing pains with the new resort. Just things that haven't happened. The jacuzzi tub didn't start. The shower was the drain, and that could have been, clogged from air or somebody like that. Like that could have been, you know.
Yeah. Um, we are in the swim out room on the odd numbered side, so we're in building 3, and the shade does not hit this pool
I
until
would say probably 4 o'clock.
3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now we're here in July, and the sun is trying to kill you. No joke.
It's like
I don't know if
Mario.
YouTube likes that.
It's like Super Mario, and the sun is like, whoop, like I need
it's
a raccoon
trying
tail to
get
get out
you.
of here.
So you do crave some sun. So maybe having an even numbered room would be better for that. But all in all, it's a dream vacation. You're going to enjoy yourself. Don't get hung up on the small details. It's a good time, and it's definitely worth making some memories.
All right, preferred club, non-preferred club.
Ooh,
What's
the
your
question.
What's your opinion?
I personally preferred the preferred club.
Yes, I like the pool. Even though the spa music was playing the whole time, I like the preferred. I like the drinks at the preferred bar. The bartenders were exceptional.
We haven't even had breakfast at Seaside, which is
We're doing that in the
one and
morning.
only like restaurant benefit that you get. They do have the eggs Benedict on the menu, and that's one of my favorites. So we're gonna do that. But the preferred lounge is a different level. They have a whole different drink menu. He was not able to get those drinks at other bars throughout the resort. They just have a cool nighttime vibe.
That's got a
You
good
want to
vibe.
get an espresso martini before dinner, that's where you're stopping. Which, sure, you can stop at one of the other bars. The Rendezvous Bar, for example, is a beautiful, beautiful bar. But you just have the other option when you're preferred club. The amenities, I can't speak to that. I am a pretty simple gal. I don't have to have specific shampoos, body washes, and conditioners. So I used whatever they provided me, and that was totally fine. I mean, this is stick straight hair. There's not a whole lot that has been done to this hair. So if you have a preference and you want that additional, shampoo, conditioner options, then certainly bring your own. But I feel like the preferred was...
I think it's worth it. Like you said, the amenities, I don't know. But the preferred pool, and the preferred club itself, like the bar, I really liked.
Well, we were sitting at the preferred lounge one day, and we had asked for Mexican candy shots the prior day, but they had ran out of one of the ingredients. The following day, we're sitting there at that preferred club lounge, and the gentleman remembered we had wanted the Mexican candy shots, and he brought them to us. We did not ask. He just brought them to us and said, "Oh, here you are." So they remember you. They think about you. Maybe you have that same experience on the non-preferred side, but I'm just explaining what our experience has been like on the preferred side.
It was worth it to me.
Yeah. What else? Any final thoughts? Towels, beach towels. We have a swim out. So be mindful of that. Grab some extra beach towels when you're walking past those stations. What else? Anything else? Oh, we had tipped our minibar guy and said, "Hey, can you fill us up with Dos Equis instead of all these random sodas?" And he took care of us. He did that. We left him a little tip and a little note.
And there you have it. If you hung in for that whole interview, definitely appreciate you sticking in there with us. If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button to help out our channel. We enjoy bringing this content to you and hope that it helps you make a good, solid decision when booking an all-inclusive resort. We appreciate you and catch you next time.